Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. I've been getting quite a few questions about the SofTopper and how I like it, so I thought I'd put together a designated review video, give you guys kind of an overview of the SofTopper, some of the cleaning and the maintenance that's involved with it, and then I'll kind of demonstrate some of the functions and the different ways that you can use it. And then one of the biggest questions that I had before I bought it was, what does it look like when you're driving down the road? Just how sturdy is it if you're driving 80 miles an hour on the freeway? So I've got a couple GoPros that we'll set up on the inside and the outside so you can kind of get an idea of what that looks like headed down the freeway. And then we'll just kind of finish up. I'll give you some of my overall opinions with it, some of the pros and cons. So let's jump into it. So we'll start with the company itself. From what I understand, SofTopper is merged with Bestop, but it's still the original SofTopper branding and model. They're still headquartered out of Boulder, Colorado, and all of their materials are made and assembled in the United States, which is a huge plus. Price-wise, you're looking about $1,000. I see that their price has increased a little bit since the time that I bought mine, but you're still significantly cheaper than a fiberglass topper. The SofTopper is made out of rust-resistant aluminum and then an automobile convertible fabric that they coat with a PVC outer layer to make it UV resistant and then waterproof. And then the back window is made out of a vinyl material. With that PVC outer layer, it does make the canvas waterproof. I've taken this out in the rain and the snow and everything just kind of drips off the sides. You do want to take some weather stripping and place it along the inside of the bed, specifically in the front where there's any gaps, just to make that extra waterproof. But I've been really impressed with how well this does. And they do include a seam sealer when you buy the SofTopper that they ship with you, that you can treat the insides of the seams, specifically the inside where the little hooks are, where water likes to collect a little bit. The canvas is really easy to work with. It's really easy to fold it up, move it around. It's pretty lightweight to completely remove the SofTopper itself. The installation took me about an hour, and that was with me putting it on and then kind of adjusting it, moving it around, making sure that I had a good fit. I played with it for a little bit just to make sure everything was lined up perfectly. If you're installing it in the wintertime, then that canvas is a little bit difficult to stretch for the first time, and that's probably the hardest part. I put this on in January, and so I had a really difficult time getting that canvas to stretch. But once you get it that first time, then it gets easier after that. And specifically in the summertime now, I can do it all no problem. Cleaning is really simple with the SofTopper. There's nothing really special that you have to do. I just run mine through a touchless car wash whenever it gets dirty, and then I wipe it down with a rag. You want to be really careful over the vinyl windows to make sure you get all of those chemicals from the car wash off of there. Because that's the one thing that can get damaged by any type of chemicals. But I've been fine just wiping it down with the rag after I come out of the car wash. About every 3 to 4 months, I'm going to take a little bit of this 303 surface protectant and wipe it down. You'll notice on the 303 that it says not to put this on canvas specifically, but because it has that outer PVC coating, I've put it on there and it's been just fine. I just did this 2 weeks ago and it made it look brand new. So about 3 to 4 times a year, just take it through the car wash, wipe it down really good, and then put some of this surface protectant on there. It really, you could see it really just soaked all that up and it made it look completely brand new. Especially with the black, you worry about the sun kind of weathering it a little bit, but with this UV protectant, it seems to be holding up really well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the topper. Let me show you around a little bit and kind of show you some of the versatility of the SofTopper. Just snap buttons all the way along the side. You can fold this up. Has clips on the inside that you just bring that up. So if you want to air it out a little bit, roll up those side windows. You can roll up the back window. In the summertime, this is no big deal, but in the wintertime, you want to be careful with this back window. I don't roll this up when it's cold outside because it could crack that vinyl window. They call this safari mode. If you have bigger dogs, want to get a little airflow, you can drive around like this, no problem. I mainly roll up the sides when I'm out camping and I get a little condensation on the inside of the topper in the morning, or if I just want some airflow while I'm out camping. One thing I've thought about doing is maybe adding some mesh screen or something that I can use to keep the bugs out in the summertime, but still be able to roll the sides up and keep some airflow going. So if I figure out something or end up doing that, I'll make a video or share that with you all. So I'll put these back down here. Easiest way to do this is get the front button on, then get the back button, and then work your way up the middle. Pretty simple, really secure that way. I've had no issues with the buttons. They go on really easy. They're very secure when I'm driving around. You can drive around with the rear window folded up as well. The one thing that you don't want to do is have the rear window down and then the sides folded up. So let me show you how simple it is here to completely fold the entire SofTopper down. So you'll pick up the sides. Instead of rolling them up, you want to just flap them up. Let me go grab the other side. You can leave the front window how it is and just fold it forward. I have the boot cover for it, so I fold the front window up as well. Then the back window you just set up on top there as well. Undo these hooks. Just fold it forward, just like that. And then you want to take these hooks that were on the front one and just secure and tighten it down there. You can just drive around with it like this, or you can get this boot cover protector, which I recommend just to kind of another layer of protection. You can see that there's a lot of the inside of the canvas that's exposed when it's laying down like this. So if you're going to be driving around with it down a lot of the time, then they make this cover for that as well. So just another layer of protection there from the sun with that boot cover, and that is an optional thing. You have to purchase that separately. One of the coolest features with the SofTopper is you can remove this completely in just a few seconds. So it has this cotter pin here on both sides. You just take that off. So you just pop that off side. And you can completely remove the topper. This mainly comes in handy if you're loading dirt bikes or something up front and you don't want the wheels resting on the topper. So it's pretty easy to just completely remove it. And it's very lightweight with the aluminum. You can pick that up, no problem. And it's just as easy to reinstall it. So just like that, we're all assembled again. So really a matter of minutes, you can completely remove this thing, you can fold it down, fold up the sides. You just have so many different options of how you want to use it, which is really the biggest pro to using the SofTopper. So I think now I'm gonna set up the GoPros and we'll take this for a little spin out on the freeway so you can see what it looks like. The main thing that you'll notice is on the outside, it just kind of sucks the sides down. I've had this in up to 80-mile-per-hour winds. That's on top of me driving down the freeway at 75 miles an hour, and that's the only time I've actually seen it move just slightly, but it was still rock solid. So let me get these GoPros set up and then we'll take it for a ride. Alright guys, we're going to try a little voiceover here instead of just the wind from the GoPro. So you can see me accelerating, merging onto the freeway here. As I speed up, you'll notice that the canvas sucks in more and more around the aluminum frame. There's some bouncing from the pickup and the GoPro, but the frame itself is very solid. You can see the buckles kind of flapping in the wind, but there's not really any movement from the SofTopper, the frame, other than the canvas. And as I accelerate more and more closer to the 80 miles an hour, you'll notice that the canvas sucks in even more, but it's not like it's flapping around or moving at all. So to be able to drive down the freeway at 80 miles an hour with, a canvas frame on there and have it be this solid, it's pretty remarkable. And I'll show you some video here in just a second from the inside of the SofTopper, and I'll play the audio from that so you can hear what it would sound like if you had dogs or something in the back of your truck. So again, you can see from the inside that the frame is very solid. There's a little bit of movement from the canvas, but anything that you put back here while you're driving is very safe. We're just making our way back to the house here, and I'll finish up and give you my final thoughts. So overall guys, I've been really happy with this SofTopper. If you're somebody like me that wants to use your truck for so many more things than just a truck camper or something with a hard shell, then really SofTopper is the way to go. Very durable. Made in America, a ton of parts. That's one thing I really like about this company is if anything breaks, the window, any of the clamps, literally every little piece of this, you can go to their website and buy those individually. So a huge plus there as well. Like we've seen in the video, the biggest pro is just being able to ride and use this in so many different ways, or completely remove it if you're going to use something bigger in the back of your truck. Probably the biggest con is that you can't lock it. You don't want to leave valuables back here. So if you're somebody that's looking to lock up tools or use this on a work truck where you're storing something valuable in there all the time, this is probably not the way for you to go. But I've mainly been using this as my camper. I have a whole playlist. If you go to my page and look at the truck camper playlist, well, you can see some of the different videos I've walked through the no-build truck camper that I put together, and then some videos of me out using it. And it's worked awesome for that. Another con is you can't insulate it. You can't put carpet or anything down on the inside of it. I've seen people use Reflectix, and I can't tell you how well that works because I haven't tried it. But I do know I've slept in really cold temperatures in here just using the heater just fine. So for all the things that I was looking for, to give me that versatility, still use this as a truck, still load larger items, still be able to camp out of it, like the SofTopper's been awesome for me and it's worked really well. I've been really happy with it. And if you're looking for something with that versatility, then I definitely recommend going with SofTopper. Thank y'all for watching the video. I can't thank you enough for the support on this channel. It's been a lot of fun for me to put some of these videos together. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. On this channel, we do everything from camping, cooking, gear reviews, fishing, and everything in between. So until the next video, everybody, be safe, have a good one. We'll see you next time.